1864. September 1864. The closeness in time between the battles of the Hijikata Inn and the Imperial Palace created significant civil unrest within Kyoto. The Shinsengumi redoubled their efforts to keep people safe, but the more they worked, the more the shogun put them to work. His approval for their activities meant more official businesses, and it stretched them thin. Even with recruits from Kyoto and Osaka, it wasn't enough. After many discussions, the Shinsengumi chose to recruit even more men from Edo, and Heisuke was tasked with preliminary scouting in the city. The hardened sun kissed our burning cheeks as Kondo and I saw Heisuke off, his grin wide and his bags packed from the night before.
さて、じゃあ行ってくるとすっか。俺がいない間、みんなのことよろしくな。
I promise to help as much as I can.
大使募集の件、頼むぞ、ヘイスケ。俺も来月には江戸に行くからな。
The plan was for Heisuke to hit Edo early and scope the potential men, and have Kondo follow behind a month after to make the final say with recruits. Isn't there someone you mentioned wanting to see? I remember you saying something like that.
雪村君はまだ聞いていなかったか。確か名は伊藤さんと言ってたな。北進一刀流の剣客で学もある人らしい。
まあ正直言うと、伊藤さんとはそこまで親しいわけじゃないけどさ。多分話は聞いてくれると思う。
それで十分だ。伊藤さんは尊王派と聞いているが、義をもって話をすれば必ずや力を貸してくれるに違いない。
Kondo nodded confidently, but Heisuke looked like he wasn't quite as sure.
よし。それじゃあそろそろ行ってくる。ゴードさんのこともできるだけ調べとくから、期待して待っててくれよ。
Okay, be careful. I watched him go, and the smaller his back became, the lonelier I felt. When I couldn't see him anymore, my heart twinged. I glanced up at Kondo-san. You look happy. You're thinking about all the new warriors you're getting, right?
ああ、やはり大使が増えるのは嬉しいものだ。それが有能な人材ならなおさらだよ。
He puffed out his chest and grinned. His relief at recruiting new members reflected just how worried he must have been. I hadn't realized how much we were struggling. Wee-oo! Kondo-san kept his men close to his heart, and now he could smile. Time passed quickly after Heisuke left, and a month soon went by. The day for Kondo-san to leave for Edo was upon us, and I saw him off the next morning. I came across Kondo in the yard, mired in his thoughts. Hello, Kondo-san.
ああ、雪村君か。どうかしたのかい？
Oh, no, nothing like that. I was just thinking about how you'll be on your way to Edo tomorrow.
ああ、その通りだ。平助をあまり待たせるわけにもいかんからな。
It will be a little lonely around here, once you've left headquarters too.
何？留守は都市に任せてあるし、いないと言ってもほんの一月程度だよ。
He didn't know his kind generosity and Heisuke's bright personality kept me going day after day here. They were the highlights of my restrictive life. But both of them gone. Kondo-san hadn't even left yet, and I was already feeling an uncontrollable loneliness sweep over me. Oh my god. It must have shown in my face because he suddenly looked troubled.
そうだ。せっかく江戸に行くわけだし、何か土産でも買ってこようじゃないか。君もふるさとが懐かしかろう。
No, I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me.
そうか？ では他に俺にできることがあれば言ってくれ。できるだけ期待に沿おう。
It was always so accommodating to me already. I didn't have any complaints. But there was something I desired for a while, but never had the nerve to ask before. Before you leave for Edo, could you train me?
稽古？ひょっとして剣の稽古という意味かね。
うん。
いや、それはいかんだろう。俺の指導は荒っぽいからな。怪我でもさせたら高堂さんに申し訳が立たん。
ああ。
しかしずいぶん唐突な頼みだが、何か理由でも。
His eyebrows furrowed in concern. I want to watch over everyone while you're gone. If I'm going to help watch over the compound while you're gone, I want to be capable.
いや、しかし君は大使ではないし、刀を振るう機会などまずないとは思うが。
You're right, but still, I want to be strong enough to be able to protect myself. At least the bare minimum, if something were to happen. Having witnessed many battles with the Shinsengumi, it was pretty clear how far behind in skill I was. I would fall quickly if I dealt with similar battles. I knew I'd never be as strong as them, but war could still reach my doorstep someday, as well. I wanted to lessen the burden for my protectors. I tried my best to explain how I felt to Kondo-san, and eventually he gave a firm nod.
はい、わかった。そこまでの熱意を持っているなら、俺も喜んで稽古に付き合おう。
Dad is gonna teach us. We found a cord to tie up my sleeves and set about training me. Normal Shinsengumi training revolved around real-life sparring with wooden swords. Kondo-san decided to go easy with me with a bamboo stick.
では早速始めるとしよう。先に言っておくが、天然理心流は少々荒っぽいぞ。
I'm ready.
ならばまず構えから見ようか。雪村君は剣術を習っていたんだったな。
It was mostly for self-defense, but I did receive instruction in fighting with a kodachi.
ならば身についた型を崩すことはない。その流派の型で構えてみてくれ。
Bamboo stick in hand, I moved into the familiar stance that I'd memorized during my training.
握りが甘い。
Like a whip, his harsh words stung as he barked.
いいか。正面から切り合いになった時、真っ先に間合いに入るのは刀であり、刀を持つ手でもある。握りが甘ければ、その時点で容易に刀を落とされてしまう。これは気をつけねばならん。
はい。He hit me with the full brunt of his stringent teaching. I could see he was taking this seriously. It wasn't going easy on me because I was a girl.
今度は固く握りすぎているな。君の場合、腕力の問題で敵の斬撃を正面から受け止めるのは避けるべきだ。となると自然斬撃を受け流す形になるが、この場合だと逆に固く握りすぎていては。
With Kondo-san's instruction, I practiced swinging the sword over and over, doing my best to learn and retain everything he was teaching me.
もうこんな時間か。
His words brought my head up and I blinked. The sun set without me realizing. Pulling below, and the sky was now shades of red and purple. Suddenly, in the real world again, fatigue slammed into me and I collapsed to my knees. Thank you for doing this for me. Every limb was shaking, my clothes completely drenched in sweat. I sucked in air like I couldn't get enough of it. Kondo-san glanced over at me when I fell into the ground, and his strict teaching expression immediately switched into one of deep concern. From teacher mode to dad mode.
すまなかった雪村君。俺としたことがついつい熱が入ってかなり無茶な練習を。
I'm fine. The fact that you forgot and ended up teaching me that way even though I'm not your student? Thank you. It made me really happy.
そうか。そう言ってもらえると少しは救われる気がするよ。
His face was a mixture of relief and guilt.
しかし本当にすまなかった。こんな風に稽古をつけるのは久しぶりで、昔を思い出してつい厳しくしてしまったよ。
You mean before you came to Kyoto?
その通り。俺とトシ、宗司に源さんは司令官という道場で天然理心流を学んでね。それ以外に三男君、東堂君、長倉君、原田君が転がり込んでいたよ。そういえば斉藤君も顔を出していたな。今は機会も減ったが、あの頃はよく互いに手合わせもしたものだ。
If I remember correctly, talk of the old days came up once one night when everyone was well into their sake. Kondo's family were farmers, but it was discovered that he had remarkable skill at sword fighting. The owner of Shiei Hall decided to adopt him so he could continue training, and that's where he met Hijikata-san, along with everyone else. It must have been rough, doing all that training.
確かに厳しかったが、今とはまた違う意味で充実していたよ。
He gazed off into the distance, clearly reminiscing, and I felt a tiny pang of envy. If I had been born and raised near Mibu, would I have met all of them under different, better circumstances? Kondo-san turned to look down at me kindly, a gentle smile on his face.
先ほど雪村君は門弟ではない私になんてことを言っていたが。今、天然理心流4代目である俺が直々に指導したということは、ある意味では君も天然理心の門下だ。いわばトシや宗司、源さんとも同門ということになるな。
Thank you! It was obviously not official, and it was barely a day's worth of instruction, but I was happy. I couldn't stop smiling. My heart felt so light. Kondo-san, I'm so grateful. Thank you for today. I wish we got more moments like that. Ah! My mind and heart were still reflecting on the wonderful thing that just happened. I returned to my room with my head held high. I've been staying there for a while now, but sometimes I still felt like I was baggage to them. They needed me for one thing and one thing only. I was never really a part of them, nor did I belong. But now... Kono-san's word filled in some of the holes in my heart. Just a little. But I treasured the feeling. Smiling, I collapsed onto my futon. The strain and fatigue from earlier was a good feeling, and I let it drag me under to sleep.